Alright, let's try out round 3 of practice lesson 13. See if I can get a successful try at it. Try out new, maybe I won't try out this one this time. A little skinny one. Alright, so we have a banner. And we're making this banner. We have a big version of the banner, and we have a little version of the banner. And we got W that matches with H, and I'm not going to transpose it on this one because it'll just be too small. And then we have G, and get crowded. We have G that matches with B, K that matches with T, and R that matches with P. And let's see, PT is 72 inches. That's PT. HP, as part of the big one, is 5x minus 3. WG is part of the small one. It's 6 inches. WG rather, sorry. WR is 3x plus minus 10. And then BT is 40 inches. And then RK is 9 inches. I think that's everything. So that's blue, that's blue, that's blue, that's blue, the rest are orange. Oh, RK is 9 inches. 9 inches. Alright, so we need first, it leads us to figure out what the scale factor is. That's a variable, nothing. That matches 6G, that's nothing. 40, that matches that, it's blank. The only viable option we have is 72 inches to 9 inches. I like, which will map the big one onto, or this is asking what will map the little onto the big. What will map the little onto the big. Right, so we need the growth fraction. Right, so the growth fraction is going to be 9 over 72. Right, so 9 divided by 72. 9 divided by 72 equals that, which is 1/8. So, well, that's the little fraction. Oops. So that is 1/8. So that doesn't make any sense. That's not going to grow it. It's going to shrink it. Right? So I definitely did that wrong, but that's okay. I know how to use the inverse button. So that is 8. So the scale factor, this is the shrink. Right? So I can shrink it. If I need to grow it, I need to multiply the scale factor. Will be to grow, or to map it. To map it is 8. Cool. Alright, so now that I know in order to grow this, or anything on this, to match anything on this, I need to multiply by 8. Well, 6 times 8 is 48. Or to go from this to this, that's going to be 40 divided by 8. 8 is 5. So this will be 5 inches. Okay, so I know everything except the value of x. Right, so I'm going to use my 1/8, my 1/8 ratio, because that's the way I roll, right? To go, my short ratio with a variable is 3x, or my little ratio is 3x minus 10, which is right there, equals the bottom part of my fraction, 5x minus 3. Do a little bit of cross multiplication with my therefore symbol. 5x minus 3 equals 8 times 3x is 24x. 8 times negative 10 is -80. All right, so then I'm gonna add, excuse me, I'm gonna add 5 to both sides. That's gonna be 29x equals, add 80 to both sides, is gonna be 77. Therefore, x equal to some big ugly number. 77 divided by 29 is 2.6. I'm just going to do x equals 77/29, or 77 divided by 29 is x is approximately 2.66. Okay, so from there, did my algebra do right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's check to make sure. Okay, so 5 times 2.66 equals minus 3 equals, that doesn't seem right. Let me double check my algebra here. All right, 5, I see I just transcribed anything wrong. 5x minus 3, 3x minus 10, okay. 5x, 3 times 24, that's 8 times 3 is indeed 24, and that's minus 10, okay. So 24 plus is 5, 80, 77, yeah, that's right. I'll pause this for a second. Now I see my math there. I added when I subtracted. So this would be 19. 19x. 19x. That's what happens when you get in a hurry. So this should be 77 minus 19. 19x. So 77 minus 19. 77 minus 19x. Sorry, 77 divided by 19 is 4.05. That makes a little bit, things a little different. A little bit of algebra math error when you're in a hurry. Okay. All right, so let's see if that changes things. 5 times 4.05 equals minus 3 equals 17.5. So 5 times 4.05 equals 20.5 minus 3 equals 17.25. It's still a little weird, but okay. Okay, and then 3 times 4.05 equals minus 10 equals 2.15. 2.15. Okay. So then we will. What is the perimeter of WG, the little one? So the perimeter of the orange one. Perimeter equals WG plus GK plus KR plus RW. WG is 6. GK is 5, RK is 9, and WR is 2.15, which equals 9 plus 5 plus 6 is 22.15. 22.15. And looking at the key, that is correct. All right, even though it doesn't look like that on paper, that is indeed correct. Moving on. Okay, so remember what I said about looking at the drawings? Doesn't matter what they look like, numbers matter what the numbers say. All right, so next we have a diagram. It says ABE is similar to ABC. So this is triangle little. This is triangle big. Triangle big. And AE. AE, that's part of the triangle little, is 7 meters. DE is 0.93. And EC is 21 meters. Oh wait, no, hold on a minute. That's AC. I tried to be tricky. EC is 21 meters. Right, so that means that AC is 28 meters. Right, don't be fooled. That is not the entire length. Right, so what scale factor? Right, so the true scale factor of little to big will map ABC to ADE. So we need a shrink. I'm just still gonna do little to big like I like to do. Little to big. Little to big is going to be equal to 7 over 28 equals 1/4. Okay, so what's going to map big to little? That's going to be a shrink, so that is true. That is it. But if I wanted to grow something from little on to big, I gotta invert this, which is going to be 4. So this is my shrink. This is my growth. Okay, so what is the height of BC? Alright, so if, on the tennis rack. Okay, so this I know this is 9.93, so BC is going to be equal to DE times 4 over 1. That's my growth, which equals 0.93 times 4, which equals 0.93 times 4 is 3.72. 3.72. So that's pretty easy. They try to trick you there. Make sure you're reading. Make sure you're reading what they give you. This EC, they tried to trap you. Not AC. That's EC. So this is equal to this plus that. This and this equals the AC. They try to trick you there. So be careful. Be aware of traps like that. Okay, so here we have, these are similar. So this and this are similar. This and this is similar. This is 6 feet. OPN. CP, this is 32.5 feet. PN is the deep part. The deep part is 3x plus 9. SG is 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1. And then CS is 6.5. Look at that. We did that, and we did that, and we did that. Okay, so our little big, little to big equals 6.5 over 32.5. 6.5 divided by 32.5 equals 0.2. Change that to a fraction. It's 1/5 equals 1/5. Okay, so what's going to map the CPN? That's the big one to the little one. Well, that's it. That's 1/5. That's going to shrink the big one to the little one, right? So it's 1/5. That scale factor is going to shrink the big one to the little one. But if I wanted to grow it, if I wanted to grow anything, I'm going to need to invert that. The invert of 1/5 equals 5. So this is my shrink. My growth is 5. Because 1/5 inverted is 5. 5 over 1, right? So what is the depth of the longer support pole? Well, I need to solve for x. So 1/5 equals my short variable statement, which is 2x minus 1, and my counterpart long statement to 3x plus 9. So that's going to yield 10x minus 5 equals 3x plus 9. Make sure you get the whole binomial. So it's going to be, therefore, it's going to be 7x 14. Therefore, x equals 2 equals 2. So if x equals 2, 3 times 2 plus 9 is going to be 15 feet. That's 15 feet. And then if that's 15 feet, 1/5 of 15 is 3 feet. For a shorter one, it's 3 feet. 1/5 of 15 equals of symbol, by the way. If you're ever using of, it means multiplication or multiplication. All right, so there's that one. Last one. Perimeter of the Pentagon. Okay, here we go. This, so if you look real closely, look super close, you'll see that there's letters on this. This is A, that's K, this is P, that's S, and that's H. So this one is paired up with A, that is paired up with K, that's paired up with P, that's paired up with S, and that's paired up with H. So that helps out a little with this one. And it tells you that these are pentagons. Pentagons have 5 sides that are the same length. Sorry, 6 sides. No, 5 sides that are the same length. The scale is 1/6 of the model. All right, so we already know the scale factor. This is 1 and this is 6. Okay, so this is little, this is big. 6, this is 6. Okay, so what is the perimeter of the blueprint? All right, first of all, we got these values here. TB is right here, so TB is our little one. That is 0.5x plus 5, and HA is 5x plus 10. All right, so we're going to solve for x. So 1/6 equals, our little guy is 0.5x plus 5 divided by 5x plus 10. All right, so just to, if you don't understand what's going on, he's got a blueprint, he's building a scale model. The scale model is 6 times as big as the blueprint, and this is the one length. The corresponding length is this value. So we set in the blueprint value and the length of the scale value. We're setting them equal to each other, and now we're going to cross multiply. All right, so it's going to be yields 5x plus 10 equals 3x plus 30. All right, so now we're going to go 2x equals 20, x equals 10. Excuse me for a second, get a sip of coffee here. Okay. All right, so what is the perimeter of the little one, or of the B? Yeah, the blue one. So the perimeter equals BM. We'll just do BT equals BT, which we know BT times 5. BT equals 0.5 times 10 plus 5 times 5 equals, so 0.5 times 10 equals 5 plus 5, and multiply that by 5 equals 50. All right, so then we have the perimeter of the scale polygon equals AH, perimeter equals AH times 5. So that's going to be equal to 5x plus 10 times 5, which equals 5 times 10 plus 10 times 5 equals 5 times 10 plus 10 equals times 5. It's 300. It's 300. So the scale factor should be 1/6. So if you go 50 divided by 300, here you go, is 1/6. So 50 divided by 300 equals 1/6. Lo and behold, math is right. Everything makes sense. Everything's happy in the world of math today. Moving forward, that should be the rest of them. You guys have a great day. And I hope you have a, well, it's Merry Christmas today. I don't know what's going to be next year. Have a great day.